Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Rajiv Saxena. I work for NIC. I've been there in NIC for the last about 29 years, and I still have about 4.5 years more to go. So you have to IT industry will have to tolerate me for that many years. I'm trying to give you an overall presentation of how the technology, whatever my fellow panelists have spoken about it, is driving the business growth using the ICT. As I told you, I'm a civil engineer, and I've been working in Gujarat for long, long years. The very first time when I came was in 78, 79, when I was working for Gammon India. And this is the famous walkway which I designed, I implemented, and did the pre-stressing of this equipment, of this 4 bridges very effectively. And after 32 years, they are still standing. And I'm pretty sure they will stand for another 32 years. And this is the walkway. And I have also designed the Indira Bridge when you entered over there. So I jokingly say that I'm a civil engineer working in the area of the IT and teach management. And to start with, I believe in Bhagavad. So when there was a lot of bad things happening, and the entire technologies were going dimmer and dimmer, and they went into the sea, the Samud Manthan took place. And as the mythology say, there were about 24 to 27 different items which were procured under the sea. And so we had Lakshmi and Alakshmi also, who is also called Jeshta. So you have the good people and the bad people also. And in my view, the e-governance project of the Department of IT is like the items which have been unearthed from the Samud Manthan. So this is the first step. This is the process. So the evaluation process has already started in visualizing and conceptualizing the e-governance projects. And finally, when the entire e-governance project is implemented throughout the country, you will have so many jewels: Airavat, Kamdhenu, Aparajit, sun, the moon, the conch, the source and the asurs. So I'm pretty sure after these e-governance projects are implemented, the life is going to be much more simpler over there. Let me start with the history. I think the wheel was the greatest invention of the mankind. Because what was happening at the initial stages to ease the man's burden, and women played a very important role in making movements from one place to another, and so the wheel was developed. Wheel had own connotations. It had advantages as well as the disadvantages. So what I wanted to impress upon you, that you can use the technology in both aspects, in making your life simpler and making your life difficult. So you can see the wheel happened to crush one of the persons because he didn't know how to use that particular wheel in the right spirit over there. This is supposed to be taken from one of the museums in Germany, and it is supposed to be the very first rounded wheel. Because when they came out with the wheel, they had a square wheel, they had a rectangular wheel, and then intelligent people came and they said, okay, why didn't we smoothen up the edges and try to make something circular in nature so that the life becomes easy. And my suggestion to all the e-governance developers, that we should have edges removed out of the complications to make the life easier and easier. And this is the picture of the very first wheel which the mankind had really developed in the world over there. The second most important aspect is the wealth creation. But supposed to be one of the very first minted coin in UK. So I thought I'll make this stress, Because when you are making the technological advances, you create wealth, and wealth gets distributed among all the people, and that's how you make the society equitable. So, to sum that pictures up, what are the technology enhancers? The government and army created spin-offs due to inclusive growth. The government wanted to expand their empires, and the army was created to protect them. So, when the government went, the infrastructure got created, and the army went to create that the empires are properly protected. And the second aspect is the marketing people. I really respect the marketing people because they give you new ideas. And Xerox is one of them, one role model company, that it created awareness that how the things can be duplicated. So, whether to use the term Xerox, it has become an antonym because we never said duplicate it, we said Xerox it. And Xerox is the name of the company which propagated it. The joke is rather, that Jaspal Bharti said, in the government offices you have a room which is full of the files, and he orders as a very highly respectable officers that please remove all the files, but Xerox and keep it in another room over there. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to do the duplications, and same thing is happening in many of the e-governance projects, and I'll try to give a solution in few of my slides that how we can reduce the redundancy, how we can reduce the duplicacy in the entire structure over there. This is a small slide that how the technology, the year which was invented, and how many years it took for the 25% of the population in the US to accept this particular technology. And internet is really the gift of the God, or a innovation of the minds of the people. And it took only 7 years to propagate among the 25% of the population. And we should fully make use of that in our technological growth. And when the technological growth plays, the problem was that how that the communication thing can move from one place to other, from one continent to other across the oceans. So we came out with the concept of MEOs, LEOs, and geostationary satellites over there. And you require just 3 satellites to cover the entire world, and the geostationary satellites were created. When a message has to be communicated, you don't move from one satellite to another satellite, so you created laser beams. And inbuilt in the laser beams, you created the message implanted in that and taken from one place to another, so things like that. So that's how the technological advances took place. And the internet was given a rightful place as a tableau, which moved along the Rajpath about 3 or 4 years back in one of our 26th January parades over there. Let me give you a simple example. Let my picture speak to you. This is a picture taken by me in Africa. And what they have done, they wanted to make SMS technology affordable. And they never had that much of resources to use it. So big towers, etc. And what they did, they compressed the entire equipment, stored it in this van, and this van is moving across the entire city over there, and they are collecting the SMS on store and forward thing. And this is a good thing for Airtel, especially in remote areas, how you can take your technology from one place to another. You have the entire equipment to use, and when you send a satellite, when you send a message, like these vehicles are moving in the city, so they pick it up. And when they go to the next places where they are pulled in or pulled out, the recipient gets the message over there. People talked about healthcare, and this is a picture which I have taken in Ma Amrita Hospital in Cochin, where the telemedicine is being used effectively to teach the students of different medical colleges which have been opened by Ma Amrita in Kerala over there. Everybody knows about Facebook, and Facebook is a very important application using the ICT technology, but it has got its own disadvantages. It's like a wheel which has been created to make the thing life easier, but it is also a wheel which would destruct you, as far as I believe so. Maybe you may disagree with you, but I believe that this is another destructive tool like the wheel where we can die over there. Man talked about a vehicle over there, a moving hospital. And this has been made reality over here in this picture over here. And if you see the next picture, it's like an operation theater, which has been created, especially for the eyes, for the poor people of the country in Andhra Pradesh. And so, here is a rich man, he's talking about the technology, he's making use of the technology. I think thinking about the TCS shares, that whether they are rising due to the implementation of the passport seva or not. And here's an ordinary motor like me who's trying to see that he wants to sell the plantains, and on the next day, how he will get the cheapest plantains in the market over there. So to sum it up, technology really equalizes. Technology changes the social structures. So that if either a poor person, if you are going to a citizen-centric service centers, it doesn't differentiate between a rich man and a poor man. Bill Gates, an ordinary mortal, is saying, equality is due to technology, contrary to the Karl Marx. And technology allows a common man to do things which one could not have done earlier. My elder son, who works in the Oracle, has a very strong and powerful mobile phone. It cost him about 65,000. And I call my phone, which is Blueberry, it's about 8 years old, it still works. So a poor person like me can also access many of the services as compared to my son, who is having a very, very good mobile connections over there. So I'm able to get communications, I'm able to get services, and I'm able to use these phones to communicate and so things like that. But the technology is the same, except that the equipment which is being used is getting costlier and costlier over there. Let me talk about education. If you see this picture, it's a very poor school, and government has tried to put computers in almost all the colleges, all the schools throughout the country under the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. And this is Sheetal Verma, the girl who's trying to get boxed by herself because she has made a punishment. And from the ambience, you can see that it's a Tat Patti school, a very ordinary school. But she's trying to learn the computers, getting herself empowered and do something good for the nation over there. A blind girl who doesn't have vision, but the technology has enhanced, empowered herself to use the Braille technology which is there on the keyboards to see and visualize what it does. Same thing, the printed outputs. And now it is compulsory that each and every website of the Government of India has to take care into account the physically challenged people, or what I call as the inclusive growth for each and every one of them. The internet and communication technology has enabled the things to move up to, Madam, it started at 9:30, so give me some 5 more minutes. I know my limitations and upper limit. So this is the use of the technology. The TV has reached the villages over there. IT, it has gone to the villages and affecting the farmers, their lives over there. As has said, this is one picture which has been taken in Chhattisgarh model of collecting the Dhan Kharid program of the government of Chhattisgarh. Very interesting project. Again, it has been taken by the HP. It has been funded by HP. A lady in Tamil Nadu who's taking the pictures of the beneficiaries. And it's a small bag which contains, it has got all the data she has collected, and also taking the photograph. And a bag and a small screen over there. So what she is doing, she's taking the pictures and the data of all the beneficiaries of the villages and sending it directly to the data center. A very useful application for the common man over there. This picture is taken in Rajasthan. It's a milk collection center, and IT is being used to disburse the money in a real-time basis over there. The very first ATM on the wheel, which has been implemented in Cochin, and it has been implemented by SBI, again usage of the IT, and as people said, that people are not going to bank now, they are making use of the ATM for implementation. In Northeast also, an IC along with the DIT has implemented community information centers, again to the villages, happy people, and because the people are getting educated over there. The profile of the shops have got changed over the years, so we have got instead of having, we have got internet, e-cafes and so on and so forth. So that's how the man has evoluted. So now we are using computers. And I always say that great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. And small minds like me, they discuss about the people, how they get benefited out of the IT implementation. And knowledge is an unending adventure at the end of uncertainty. So we do projects. We know in this project we have been successful. So I'm getting enlightened that if I do this project, I'll fail. So we have to plug those loopholes over there. Attributes of the technology, it should be simple, cheap, useful for the masses, good for civilization, and easy to implement. The technology and globalization is a very important aspect. And few examples of globalization is the financial markets. Everybody is into share market. And let me say that I think in another, say, about 2 months' time, the Facebook is going to come out with the largest IPO in the world over there. Fashion. Everybody knows what Jolie Angela is wearing over there. Sports, EPL, English Premier League. I'm a fan of Manchester United. Manu. Imitation of products and process innovations. And last but not least, the standardization. The equipment which I purchased in actually Europe works in India because of the standardization over there. And software. It's a global product. But the technology is not for everybody. 2 billion people have never made a telephone call. 3 billion people live without electricity at home. Serious shortage of running water. I think in the next generation we will have fights of a clean drinking water rather than any communal rights. So, at some stage, because of the technology, there's too much of wealth, but at the other stages, somebody is eating too much. So many cooks are making the food. But on the other hand, we have a society which is not having any things for them. Because of the social structure, the wealth is getting unequally distributed over there. Now, there's no food for the poor people. There's no milk for the poor people. We talk about the technology, we talk about e-governance, but there has to be social structures have to be changed. Some of the pictures will be very ghetto and harrowing and very unfair, but these are the pictures of the human beings taken in the 21st century over there. I wanted to shake your minds because there are poor people who are also there in the country, or in the globe, and who have equal rights on the wealth which has been created due to the technological advancements. 7,000 people die every year in our country. Some people don't have legs. Let me visualize what the future will be in e-governance especially. Mobile will become as a great tool, and that's why I was very impressed by the Airtel presentation, because that's how many of the services will be utilized over there. In the PVR, they have a new system where they SMS you your seat numbers, and you don't have to take a printout of that particular picture hall. You just go and give that, because they already have a record in that. So you don't have to take any printouts of that. Even in the railways, you can take the, e-ticket on your pen drive, and they are having the equipment to see that, whether you have got a confirmed ticket or not. Mobile banking. Mobile for e-democracy. I think in 2019 elections, it's my vision that most of you will be having the mobile phones. I'm told that there are about 80 crore mobile phones in the country, and our population is 1.2 billion. Hopefully in another, say, about 8 years' time, everybody will be having a mobile phone. So mobile will be used for voting purpose over there. Mobile as a facilitator for microfinance, small loans, mobile. Mobile as the EVM, I've already talked about that. And mobile as the last mile connectivity. Age has no bar as far as the usage of technology is concerned, which depicts this picture around Lucknow. Let me go out and see how the good weather of Ahmedabad is. So this is my last slide. It says, I plan to spend the whole day with you, and I'm going at 9:30 in the night, so I can go on speaking to you till about 9 o'clock. I planned to spend the day with you, honey, but the nurse said I could only spend half an hour. But thank you very much. If you have any questions, and this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.